Hello there, and welcome. Apologies for the rather dramatic intro. I just wanted to give you all a taste of what to expect during this video. Today we're at ScotKart's Clydebank indoor track with a few friends, and we're going to try and do our best to do some racing. We have Neil, Brady and Ollie with us. Rachel also in the grandstand to cheer us on. There she is with the fist bump. And yeah, this is the track. Now believe me when I say I'm not a pro. You know, I've done sim racing, I've raced other games before, I've been here twice before. So if you came here expecting purple sectors and the fastest laps, you're watching the wrong POV. But you know, we came here for fun and we gave it a good go. Now the karts are the 200cc petrol engines, so they have about 40 miles an hour, and the average lap time around here can be 24 seconds. This is described as a multi-level track, which is about 400 meters in length, and it also has a bridge section, which you have just seen there just now. As you can see in the top left, we have the number of laps, top right the number of overtakes, and in the middle you see the previous lap time, which will be highlighted in green if it was faster than previous, red if it was slower, and in gold if it was my fastest of the session. Now the whole point of each race is to set the fastest lap. That determines where you're going to end up in the leaderboard. There are 3 races in total, so there's plenty of chances to set a good time. The gentleman in front of me, that's Ollie, he's number 15. I think he's unaware of where I am, but we're going to go down the outside of this bend, and we managed to pass him. So, similar to Formula 1, you have the different types of flags. So you've got the yellow flags. Whenever you see a yellow flag or yellow light, you have to slow down. No overtaking, very important. It's normally because there's been an incident on the track, someone's spun or someone's hurt themselves. We want to make sure that they're not, you know, at risk of any further injury. The red flags or red lights, they're to stop the race completely. There's something on the track that obviously you need to be aware of, so everyone has to stop and slow down. Whenever there is a yellow flag or a red flag, I will show that on the screen so you'll know when these moments are. So we're about to come up to lap number 5. That's our first yellow, so no overtaking. Apart from number 5, they have totally ignored the yellow flag, so they've gone past us. They're about to overtake somebody else, and there's your perfect example. There's someone who's spun off the track, they're unable to move, and we want to have a safe environment. So number 5, that's a little thumbs down to you. That wasn't the best example of sportsmanship. So yeah, we're just going to cruise around. We're just going to wait for the green light to come in. When the green light goes, get your foot down, get the power down, and try and get some good lap times in. So I've got my head up here. I've noticed we're still got waved yellows. We're still taking our time. We're not overtaking anybody. But I was sort of paying attention, watching the lights, waiting for them to go green to try and, you know, get the drop on our fellow drivers. So we've still got that yellow. Still just taking our time. Obviously that 1 minute lap time's a result of us all taking our time, going nice and slow. And I've got my eye out, waiting for this to change. There's a huge pack of traffic behind us. So again, just taking our time, going under the bridge nice and slow. And waiting for an opportunity for this to go green. I'm not too sure where this incident was, because I couldn't see it on the track at the time. So we're just sitting behind number 11 just now, just taking our time, waiting to go. And as you can see, I'm sort of hovering over to the right hand side of the track. Not that I'm trying to overtake the person on my left, it's just so that if the lights go green I have a good run down this straight. But we are going very slow here, no one seems to be really wanting to keep the speed up. But there we go, we have our red flag, so the session stopped. I raised my hand just for the people behind me, so they're sort of aware as well. I'm sort of pointing there at the person at the front of the pack, because they're supposed to put their foot down to get over the bridge, as much as these karts can be quite fast. Unfortunately, they will never make up the bridge unless you get your foot down. So there we go, back to yellows. The track has resumed at a slow pace, and we're green, we're good, we'll go. So foot's down, as fast as we can, try and get the speed up. We overtake that person there. Come all the way in, we're behind number 2. And I managed to get the double overtake here. That was beautiful. So with those 2 overtakes, we now have a clean track. we can just get the power down, try and get as much speed as possible, and try and set a really, really quick lap. This section here, foot down, accelerate all the way around, no lift until we get to here, and a little bit wide, but we managed to come in. And there we go. The yellow time, that is the fastest lap that I set in this session. And the reason we got that done is because we managed to get a double overtake and just get the power down, no traffic, nothing to worry about. But the bad news is it's all downhill from here. I never beat that time. But again, we've got 4 people in front of us. We're trying to make our way around the traffic, getting our little overtake done there. It's up 2 seconds slower. That's gonna, again, just when you've got traffic in front of you, it's always going to be difficult to sort of get past people. Managed to go up the inside there. That was good control. Going down here, so we're behind Ollie once again, number 15, and we have another yellow. So again, it's about being aware. This person undertakes us on a yellow. I point him out. He overtakes my friend Oliver. He overtakes somebody else. So again, that's people just not paying attention. Not paying attention to the yellow flags. So we're behind Oliver. We're just waiting for lights to go green, and we're just waiting. Oh, and there we go. Get the power down. Ollie's caught napping, so foot down, try and get past number 14, which we do. We're behind naughty number 6, and we're going to try and squeeze our way through here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Send it, round the outside. Fantastic. I've watched that clip more times than I would like to admit. And our yellow kicks in just there, so yellow, straight to green. Again, nice clear track ahead of us, and try our best to set a fast lap. Moments like that make me smile. I enjoy the moments where you do get to go past people, and you try and do it as fairly as possible. You try not to shunt anybody, not run them into the barriers. You're trying to do it in a clean way, and we do get rewarded. We do a faster time there. We get our 27.3, which is not bad. Oh, so we got another person here. We just blitz past them. I almost kissed the barrier, but managed to get away. We overtake. We've got more traffic in front of us. We're actually behind Oliver again. Oliver, I will say, this was his first time karting in a while, so it's not him being slow or anything. It's just more about getting caught in traffic, as we can see Ollie's behind the person in front. But I'm going to dive down the inside, follow through number 11, and if we get quite lucky, we can maybe just go around the outside. And we do it. Cut in again, and whoop, we have someone spun. So again, yellow flags are out. We're wanting to just take it nice and slow. Didn't see that person right away, which can happen. You can come in a corner too fast and bump into somebody. So yeah, just taking it slow, keeping an eye on the lights, waiting for it to go green. And then we have number 5 in front of us. Oh, and the lights are green. So yep, down the inside again. Really getting the power down in this section of the track. It's a really good opportunity to try and shave a few seconds off. And we're on to lap number 15. So, despite the traffic in front, do our best to try and try our best to get lap times decent. We have number 13 going very slow there, so we'll be trying to get past that person straight away and get the power down. So again, we're looking for the speed, looking for the opportunity to try and get around number 2. We noticed a little bit of traffic up ahead, so I'm going to follow the one in front. I managed to get around. Number 2 tries to go up the inside, but we managed to get the move down on the right and gets us behind number 8. 8's gone quite wide, but I'm going to do my best to try and go down the outside. But number 8 doesn't see me. I get squeezed into the barrier, which allows number 2 to just bomb it past us, and we've more traffic. Just have to do our best to sort of try and get past. And number 2 is quite I don't think this person's driving defensive, but they're doing a very good job of making it difficult to pass. And in this section of the track, just looking for a little spot. And there's another yellow for us. So, you know, myself on number 2, you know, doing the right thing, slowing down. Need to make sure we go over the bridge. So the lights are green, down the hill, full throttle all the way down. Can we get past number 2? And number 2 spins! We do it! We finally get the overtake. So this is us, nice clear track. Let's try and get a good lap time in. And I will say that there is no shame in spinning the car. You know, if you put your foot down on the brake and you squeeze too much, there's a good chance that you're going to end up in the shadow realm. So alongside number 13 here, over the bridge, managed to get that done. Not too sure if it's lost us any time. We'll soon find out when we cross the line. A 26.8, that's not too bad. We were fighting a little bit for some open tracks, so that's not too bad. So more traffic ahead of us. I try and go up the inside, number 16. I make contact. You know, I went for the corner that wasn't there. I threw my hand up to apologise. But you know, you can get carried away. Like I threw my nose up there thinking I had a chance to get in, but it wasn't the case. And there's Ollie once again, our good friend. We're behind him with a few laps to go. We'll see if we can get the move done. Getting quite close to Ollie here, trying to figure out when's the best moment, when's the best opportunity to try and overtake him. And I go on the wide on the outside here, seeing if I can just get a little nibble, get a little chance to get past him. But Ollie actually turns into the wall. The reason he turned into the wall was number 6 was off the track. I feel sorry for him. I probably would have done the same. But again, we're in a hunt to try and get some open road, and we get a really good exit behind number 11. It's almost free abreast, free abreast coming up the bridge. But we managed to get past that one. That corner was quite good. That was up, not bad. Still behind number 6. Seems they're caught up in a little bit of traffic as well. I go up the inside. I don't know how I'm going to get away with this. I don't. Number 6 still stays ahead. But I'm like a dog with a bone. I can't let this go. I'm going to do my best to send it. So 6 goes wide. I'm going to go up the inside. I'm brave. I'm feeling it. Again getting squeezed. Number 13. There's no road for me to go. And we have a good opportunity round the outside. That was a good move. We do get our yellow flags kicking in, but I believe the move was done before the yellow flags. So put my hand up again just to sort of, you know, let people know we have to go slow. And only a few laps to go. So down the bridge here, number 12 has almost stopped completely. One of the marshals giving us a wee shout just to let us know someone's there, so we're all going to stop here, just so that even though the flag isn't red, we're still going to stop just so this person gets cleared off the track. So both people there having a spin. I will say it's quite an unusual part of the track to spin. But again, you bang on the brakes, you're going to lock up. That's always going to happen. Give a little thumbs up to the marshal there. Doing a very good job, making sure we're all safe, making sure we're having a good time. Still got our yellows, and we're green. We're good to go. So I try and go up the inside. Again, not my corner, but I tried it anyway. Number 12 pulls away from us. Making our way around the track. We got quite a good exit there. We're going to go up the inside. Second behind number 16. Number 16 not really getting the power down, so we have to go down the outside. Our best chance was to go down the outside there. We're crossing the line here, so lap 24. 28 was green because the last section was, you know, last lap was a little bit of traffic, but we'll try and get one more done. And we have another yellow, so I believe someone stopped up ahead. There they are, just after the finish line. They managed to have a little spin, but they've managed to get on their way, and that was the last lap. And that is the checkered flag. So the first race is done, and we managed 32 overtakes. Now that's not important, it's all about the lap time. We did hit our fastest lap about lap 8 maybe lap 9. But we do find out at the very end once we get out of our karts. But overall, good clean race. Wasn't too many incidents. People seem to be racing quite well. I didn't manage to see Brady or Neil that much. They could have been behind me. I feel if our lap times were the same, there's a good chance we would have saw each other. I managed to see Ollie a few times, which is nice. Always nice to see your friends on track. And someone has actually managed to crash at the pit entry, which is maybe not always a good sign. But you know, it happens. Nobody's perfect here. And Rachel's there in the grandstand, giving her a little wave. Her footage of us coming in. There's Brady. There's Brady for the first time. There's me giving the devil horns because I think I'm cool when I'm not. But yeah, that's the first race done, and we'll have a little look at the lap times. Now I was very surprised to see myself top of the leaderboard. I've been here before and there's been people a lot quicker than me, but we managed to be half a second quicker than Neil, who must have been putting in a hell of a shift because we barely saw him. Brady was in 5th place, so good lap time from him. Brady's someone who doesn't actually drive, he doesn't have a license, but this is his second time here and he's putting in some good times. And then we have Ollie, who was in 8th place, who was 2.5 seconds off my time, but I will say again, none of us here are professionals. I'm pretty sure this is Ollie's first time here in about 10 years. Second race is about to start, so I was very fortunate to start at the front of the grid here. I thought this is a good opportunity to get some lap times in. But here we are, the first lap. We have yellow flags and then a red. So the session stopped. Put the brakes on after the bridge section. Looking over to my left, I see 2 empty karts and no drivers. Not sure why. Ollie pulls up behind me. He gives me a little shout just to ask what's happening. I can't really see what's going on, but I can see the marshals were moving the go-karts. Ollie gives me a little fist bump here for good luck. Little fa-la-la-la if you've watched Big Hero 6. And the lights go green, so I give Ollie a little thumbs up. Some good clean racing is what we want to see. Hopefully we get it. And after that brief delay, as you can see, 2 minutes 30 seconds it took for that to get cleared. We're going to try and do our best to get some hot laps and try and get some purple sectors. Not that not that there will be many. But be here behind number 11, doing our best to try and go down the outside, squeezing that one in. I put my hand up to apologise. It was a bit close, so my apologies. And we're getting 2 of us going under the bridge, staying close to number 16. Believing I have the power, so I'm going to go trying up the inside. Beautiful move over the bridge, and seeing a nice clear bit of track. So I'm thinking to myself, good opportunity. Let's try and get that lap time in. Sliding around that bend, and so we got a 28.1, which is again not ideal, considering the average lap time around here is about 24 seconds. So good bit off the pace. Let's try and do our best to set a fast lap. It is a good feeling going through that section and just not putting the brakes on at all, just flat out do your best to set a fast lap. And there we go, we set our fastest lap already. Our fastest lap of the second race, 25.6. Not bad. And we got a yellow here, so it seems to be a recurring theme. We get our fastest lap, then there's a yellow, so that's just probably good timing, I suppose. Now, I will say, if I cast my memory back, there's quite a few yellows in this race, but again, we just have to understand that someone's had an accident somewhere in the track, and we have to respect that. And as I say that, we have another yellow straight away, so not too sure where this person is. I remember looking around, just looking ahead to try and figure out if I could see what the accident was, but seems to be okay. Just taking our time here. Just getting a little bit of speed to get over the bridge, make sure we don't stall. And I think I can see someone up ahead who has spun, but they seem to be alright. And the marshal there just making sure we're keeping our speed down, which I think we were. I don't think there was any of us speeding here, we're just sort of taking our time. Sitting quite close to number 1. See if we can try and get a jump on them if the lights do go green. And as we're coming round here, someone else has also spun. Not sure if that was the original incident, but the lights are green, and away we go. So many people under the bridge. I count 5 people doing our best to try and beat some of this traffic. Going around the outside, managed to get another overtake done, still behind number 1. Almost getting squeezed here, but we're going to get the power down. Number 1 goes a little bit wide, we're going to try and go up the inside. We managed to get the move done, but I think number 1's still in it. They retake the position. We get overtaken, and 2 under the bridge, and we're through. We're doing not too bad. And we almost collect number 2, almost ram number 2. No yellows, nobody spotted that yet. But we move. He's gone a little bit wide, so we try and go up the inside, and there's no space. And just like that, caught in 4K, spinning out. And for once, the yellow flag is for me for spinning, but you know, we managed to recover quite well, and the race keeps flowing again. So doing our best to try and get past number 11 here. Looking for some space, not a lot. Checking over my shoulder, make sure there's no one behind me, and I'll try and get the move done. But notice a little nudge there. Not really much I can do. I do put my hand up when people hit the brakes in front of you. There are times where you're gonna go bumper to bumper. So that's my fault. Up behind number 16 again, looking for some space. Try and go around the outside. Managed to get moved down the outside. Oh, someone tried to squeeze us, but we managed to get under the bridge unscathed and make our way down the straight. Now at this point, we're 10 laps in. Nope. And another yellow comes up. So again, just got the hand up, making sure people behind me know that we're slowing down. Don't want to see anybody overtaken on a yellow. Just slowly making our way around the track. Just keeping a little eye out for anybody. Just waiting to see when we get the green for the all clear. So coming over the bridge here, I do look to my left and I see quite a lot of traffic ahead of us. We are behind Brady, our good friend Brady, number 13. So we're just going to follow him, see if we can catch him out, and the lights go green. Brady's got his foot down. I'm going to go try and go around the outside, but he squeezes me at the corner. And we have yet another yellow flag situation, so slowing down. Someone spun there on the left. Seems to be quite a common place for people to spin out, but we're just gonna again just tuck behind Brady and wait for the lights to go green. You can see me actively looking, and I spotted it, but Brady spotted it before everybody. He makes 1, 2, 3 overtakes in that bend. He's flying up that hill. I'm just trying to do my best to follow him. Spot a move down the inside. Brady goes quite wide. We got a little double overtake there, it's nice to see. Again, trying to stick with it. Little slide there. Someone's up my inside. I'm taking that corner. That corner's mine. Step back. Again, we're getting some really good speed here. Behind number 2. Now having a little slide of my own there, which is not too bad. We're not losing too much time here. Just doing our best to try and stick with this pack here. And number 1 going very wide. Number 2 looking over his shoulder. I don't know if he knows him, but he managed to get that move done. And we're just going to sort of stick with this pack at the moment. Just keep our speed up. Do our best. I will say we do have some good racing here. Everyone's sort of going at a good pace. I think number 1's just touched number 2, so we've managed to get a little bit of speed to get past them. Number 2's gone very wide. Very wide. Try and go up the inside. And we're still neck and neck. Neck and neck at the fastest section of the track. Managed to get that move done. Oh, beautiful. And right on schedule we have our yellow flags again. And we managed to catch up with Ollie. Remember Ollie from the first race? Well, here he is. So here I do notice number 11 going very slow. We're coming up to the bridge section of the track, so you ideally want to get your foot down to go over it. Number 11 just doesn't bother. I just end up, I look over my shoulder, I don't see him anymore. So we're just going to stay behind Ollie. He has a little look over his shoulder, he spots me. Lights are green. Takes that corner quite nicely. Just going to do my best to follow him through. Again, quite a bit of traffic ahead of the both of us, so see if we can get an opportunity to try and get past them. Not really much I can do here. Someone on the left was against the barrier. I'm not too sure if that was the reason for the yellow. But again, someone on the left just almost stopping the car. In that scenario, it's best just to get our foot down. But here, 2 people just stopping on top of the bridge. We can't do that. So I'll wave them forward. I'll wave Ollie forward as well. You know, it's very unwise for us to stop there because the karts won't make it up. So thankfully, they paid attention and they kept going. Now we're just sort of cruising here. We have our green, so good section of the track to get going. It's hit lap 18 of 25. So as we make our way around here, I see someone on the left hand side. I almost didn't see them, and I was quite unsure why they were there, but maybe they'd stopped, maybe they'd hit the barrier. But over the bridge here, having a little look at Ollie, trying to go round the outside, but he's kind of got the same racing lane as me. Not a lot of space here, so I'm just going to tuck in behind him. There'll be 27.4. Not our fastest, and we got another little yellow, so going slow here. Put my hand up for anyone who's behind me. I see a green light there, so I did put my foot down, but I wasn't too sure because the yellow was still there at the end of the straight. But familiar scene up behind Ollie, looking for a little bit of space to get past him. He's taking quite a lot of these corners very well, so there's not a lot of opportunity. But he does collect the wall a little bit. He has a little bit of a spin, and we managed to capitalise on that. And somebody else in front of me spins, and it almost throws me off completely. In moments like that, you just need to be in your toes. Otherwise, you're going to have a bit of a bump. Yellow flag again. Someone has spun at that corner. It is quite a fast corner, so can catch a few people out. Just taking our time going round here. Just staying behind number 12. And we have a green again, so doing our best to try and get the move done nice and early. Trying to go around the outside, hopefully they see me. Getting the move done, getting good speed through here. Flat out. All the way. Right round here. Trying our best to cut in. Not bad corner myself, if I say so myself. And this is us trying our best to try and get like a good lap time in. No traffic, hopefully no yellows, and I spoke too soon. But not only is that a yellow, that was the end of the race. In terms of time, I believe we did have quite a few yellows, so we probably went over our duration of the time on track. But that's another checkered flag. That's the second race done. Just sort of pulling into the pits here, and we'll have a little look at our lap times and see how we did. So we have managed to top the leaderboard once again. Half a second between us in second place. Brady coming in fourth. Very good from him. Very proud of him. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. I will say that Neil and Ollie actually got into the wrong cart. So Ollie is actually Neil, so he was just over a second, and then Ollie at number 14, he was just over a second. So about 1 second between the top 6, which is not too bad. It's a sign that everyone's kind of getting used to the track a bit more and getting more confident in the karts. So here we are at the final race of the day. Let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3 for the fastest laps of the session. So again, we're very lucky to be at the front of the karts coming out. Means a really good chance to get a good lap time in. It's Brady who's behind me here, so I'm having a look over my shoulder just to see where he is. Now by this point I'm thankful we don't have a yellow, because I do feel that the first few laps are your best chance to get a good lap time in, because that's when after maybe lap 2 or lap 3 you start to catch up in the pack, and you're never going to get your best lap time. So we managed to do a 25.6, which was relatively quick in our previous sessions, but not our fastest. And as predicted, we have another yellow nice and early. It's 14, almost stalls on the bridge, so we're just going to overtake that person. Just chilling here behind number 8 just now, waiting for our green, and we get it. So 8 looks over their shoulder to see him on the outside. Just following number 8 here, crossing the line. Big skid from number 8, almost froze me off, but I managed to keep it. And as we come through here, I see a yellow at the end of the straight, and I wasn't too sure. The green was still on. I'm guessing we're not slowing down. I don't know if it was a fault. And we do lock up here. Lose a little bit of time, but do our best to try and keep up. Going around here, I noticed number 8 had a bit of a moment there. So I don't know if I'll be able to capitalise on that and try and get an overtake done. And something I've only just realised is when you go over the bridge and you come down here, you don't realise how much your head is bouncing because of the track. You can almost feel your teeth rattle in your skull. But we do a 25.8 there. That was decent. That was not too bad. Into the 25s is always a good sign. And that's with a little bit of traffic, with a few mistakes here and there. So there's definitely room for improvement on this lap. So number 8 here managed to slip past number 6. It's up to us to try and get the job done, so we're going to go up the inside. Doing our best to try and stay to the inside as close as possible. Will 14 have a good exit? Nope. And in this moment, I've just realised number 8 has left us for dead. They've dropped us completely. But they've actually just collected another driver. They've crashed completely. And with that, the yellows come on straight away, which is good to see the marshals are paying attention to the track. Putting our hand up again just to sort of making sure anyone who's behind me doesn't fly into the back of me. As we come over the bridge here, I see Ollie ahead of us in number 4 and Brady in number 2. Lights go green. We catch Ollie napping a little bit. Try and go around the outside. Around we go. Trying to catch up to Brady. We get shunted in the back by Oliver, but we still push on. Looking over my shoulder. Brady's right behind me. Get collected by Brady. It seems like both of them are out to get me. And carrying our speed round the corner, trying to get the move done over the bridge. Managed to get it done. Full throttle, all the way through this section. Turning quick. I just look over my shoulder there, just trying to make sure I'm not getting bumped. So here we are. Lap number 8. No traffic. No Brady. No Ollie. No encouraging nudges. Just a nice clean lap. Do our best to try and get a good time in. Absolutely bombing it round this corner. And tucking in nice and sharp, that was good. We crossed the line and we set our fastest lap of the day. 25.037. Not my fastest. I had done a 24 the last time we raced, but you just have to take my word for it. Coming over the hill, overtaking number 14. Trying to be very cheeky, going very, very wide there. Just carrying too much speed into the corner, but we get past number 16 as well. Cutting inside. As we come through those sequence of corners, we look over our shoulder. We don't see anybody too close to us, so I do take a moment to shake my hand. It's quite taxing on the wrists when you're on a go-kart. For those of you who have done it, you'll feel the over the next day. You feel it in your arms and your legs. We managed to cross the line and do a 26.3, so not quite at 25, but not too bad. But I will say, by this point, this is the last race of the day. You're starting to feel it in your arms and your joints. Not as young as I used to be, so getting a little bit lazy on some of the lap times. But as I said that, we've done a 25.4. Disregard everything I just said, because we're flying. It's not too bad. Not our fastest. It's a 25. So if it's under a 25.5, it's good. We'll take it. We take those. Heading round, we have so many people in front of us. I'm trying my best not to make contact with anyone. Trying to go around the outside of this corner, tucking in, and being aware that there's more traffic ahead of us. Trying to look for an opportunity. I'm going round the outside on number 6. Just kissing the wall. Managed to get past. Going for the move around number 13. Not quite getting it, but we're still staying in it. We're still in the fight. Notice number 13 didn't get the best exit. Going around the bend here before the bridge. Number 13 shuts the door on me. So we're going to go around the outside. Give it a bit of welly, give it a bit of speed. And we get a yellow. Our first yellow in a while. Kinda missed him. Kinda didn't. Bringing our pace down just to take it nice and slow. Perfect reason being, number 5 who just banged on the brakes. I've done the same. Let the marshal safely cross the track and make sure the other driver can get on their way. So something I found funny, the person on my left, I thought was Neil. I thought it was my friend Neil. I make eye contact with him. It looks like Neil, but it wasn't him. he's got a doppelganger on the racetrack. And me just pointing out somebody there hasn't made up the bridge, but it's green. We're off. We don't care about Neil's doppelganger. We blitzed it past him. Behind number 12. And we do get another yellow. I'm guessing it's for the person who was at the start of the bridge who never made it up. Something they do tell you in the briefing is to, make sure you've got enough power. Make sure you've got enough speed to get up and over the bridge. regardless if it's your yellows or your reds, you must clear the bridge, otherwise the go-karts don't have the momentum to go over it. So as we're coming around the bend here, I can see the person just getting a little nudge. I'm trying to encourage number 12 to get up the hill, because I'm worried myself that I'm not going to make it over it. And here we are, we're back underway. Doing our best not to overtake on the yellows. Just waiting for our moment. Waiting for the golden opportunity to pass a few people. There we are, we're green. Where'd it go? I get nudged by the person behind me. It's all the encouragement I needed. One done. Trying to go up the inside. Will number 12 cut us off? They've gone for the inside line. Will they back out? Will they take their foot off the gas? They haven't. They're going as fast as me. I go very wide. Got people up behind me. Cross the line to a 27.8. Not too bad considering the amount of traffic we've got. Staying close to number 12. Get a little bit squirrely just before the hill. Carrying a lot of speed into this corner. 26.7, not too bad. Someone ahead of us has a bit of a mare, goes a bit wide, keeps it on track. We're just going to follow number 12 all the way through here. Do our best to take the inside line. Sticking close to number 12. 12 bangs on the brakes, not too sure why. Fastest section of the track. 12 spins, we're through. We're on the Rachael Cam. And here comes Neil. Neil's about to collect me as well. Big nudge. I didn't know it was Neil at the time, but he admitted after the race. We do have bumpers on the kart, so wheels are fine. I'm fine. It's all good. And as we're creeping under the bridge here, I'm trying to wave number 13 forward because we're going very slow. And Neil was actually tapping me in the back, encouraging me to go forward. So I move forward. You know, I'm not going to hold a pack of 12 people, especially when the bridge is coming up. So get our foot down here, go over the bridge. There's a nice juicy action shot as we come down here. We're all green. Switch to Rachael Cam. Me coming around the corner, followed by Brady. There's Ollie. Neil further back, coming round. We're all flying around the corner. It's the last chance to get a quick lap in. Some traffic ahead of us. We don't care. We do care. That's a yellow flag. So just having to slow down again. Trying to overtake the person on the inside. Taking our time. And as we jump on the Rachael Cam, there's me. Centre of the screen, number 1 coming round. And Neil just gives us a big shunt. There we are, in 4K. My buddy gave me a nice a nice ram on the inside. But here we are, pushing through again. It's our last chance to get a quick lap in. Ended up behind Ollie, number 4. Full throttle all the way around. Can we get an overtake on Ollie? And Ollie just making his kart that little bit wider. There's not any room to get past him. He locks up here, trying to go down the inside. He makes the eyes, I make the eyes. We're both committed. And as we get that overtake done, another yellow flag. Not too sure where the person has spun. Oh, there we are. I will say it's quite an unusual place to end up facing the barrier. I'm not too sure if maybe they were side by side with someone and they've ended up being pushed onto the barrier. But we are behind Brady, one of my friends. Lights are green. Get the foot down. Brady's napping. Down the inside. We do share some paint. I give him the little call me hand gesture. End up right behind number 16. We're going for a long move down the outside. Drifting round. Get the move done. And that is the last lap. And that nets us a 28.7, which is not too bad considering the traffic we had on track. And as we're coming round this bend, I do see this yellow quite late. And I do bang on the brakes, causing me to spin. As we have two drivers here who seem to both be facing the corner of the bend. So we carefully just drive round them, let the marshal do his job. And that is the checkered flag. So finishing the race then with a high number of overtakes, but most importantly the lap time being very close to 25.00, which going by our previous races should net us a high place in the standings. Brady just coming into the pit, followed by myself. A little thumbs up. And just coming into the pits now, that will be Neil in the red, and Ollie there just behind him. And this is the point where I thank Rachel for the footage that she got when she was in the grandstand from the pit wall. It's nice to see it from a different perspective. There's times when you're on the track and you don't see a lot of people in front of you and you don't realise how many people are on your tail most of the race. So it's nice to see that footage as well. And with us coming off the racetrack, we're just passing the other drivers who are ready to come on and start their session. This is the point where I look up to the leaderboard and I'm surprised that I was first again. Rachel gives me a nod of her approval, and Neil comes past. He has a little look at his time, but as you'll see in a second, there was the smallest of margins between the two of our times. Neil was very, very quick. I barely saw him on the track at all. And there we are. We set the fastest lap of the session again for 25.037. Neil, so close. And then we had Ollie and Brady coming in 5th and 6th. Again, a second and a half, not too much separating the top 6, which is nice to see. And if you were to go back and look at the times from the previous sessions, you can see that everyone had improved. They were getting faster and faster, just again getting more confident with the kart and just sort of finding their race lines. So yeah, that concludes our racing day down at ScotKart. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. And thank you for watching.